Hi class, it's now week 2 and I've enjoyed reading your posts as the week has gone on. I've had a lot of interesting ideas in the 2 forums, and this is a quick video to address one of the points and one of the questions that's come up in a few of your posts. The basic question is, why am I in a writing class when I'm not going to write for a living and it has nothing to do with my future career? So the argument, if we were to break this down into a 5-paragraph essay structure, is number 1, I don't write in my real world job. Number 2, people in the real world don't actually write 5-paragraph essays. And I'm going to pause right there because I want to contest the idea of this not being a real world scenario. I've worked in universities for a long time and I can tell you it is very real, and I am a real person. And finally, only writers need to be skilled at writing. So these are the 3 points that I've identified, and I'm sure there are other smaller ones which we can talk about. But as Samuel L. Jackson would say, please allow me to retort. So here's my response to that. First off, people in the real world write all the time. People in the real world follow structures when they write, and most people who get paid well spend a lot of their time writing. So we're going to talk a little bit about each of these in order. First, people in the real world write. So if you want to get a good job, what's the first thing you're going to have to do? You're going to need to have a strong cover letter and a good resume. And both of these are going to display your writing skill. So before they even see you in an interview, they're going to know how well you can write. And the difference between someone who writes well in that initial email or that cover letter, if you can't do that, chances are you're not going to get a call back. Everyone who's an employer is going to know that you've had a chance to learn how to write. You've spent a lot of time in a classroom where people have been trying to teach you how to write. So what does that say about you if you still don't know how to? That could convey that if you're a bad writer at this point, that if someone tries to teach you something, you're not going to remember it. So do they want to invest money training you to do something if they already have evidence that you're not going to pick up the skills? Whereas good writing will indicate that if you teach something, if they teach something to you, you are going to learn it. So that's the first point. The second is people in the real world follow structures when they write. So you're probably right. You probably aren't going to spend a lot of time as a personal trainer writing 5-paragraph essays. But 5-paragraph essays are structured, they're focused on main points, and they make clear arguments. What does a cover letter do? It's structured, it's focused on main points, and it makes a strong argument. Resumes are the same way. They're structured, they're very focused. In fact, they pretty much are nothing but main points, and they make an implied argument. It's implied because you aren't going to come right out and say, I am awesome, hire me, but you're doing everything but saying that. Then finally, once you have the job, once you're in the career of personal training, you're going to be contacting your clients. You may be writing newsletters, you may be getting in touch with them about new group fitness classes, but you're still going to need to get across ideas with structured writing. And then finally, people who are going to continue advancing in this career and want to make money and want to make change, these are going to be people who can write. People like Kelly Starrett, they're making a big splash in the fitness industry because they have the ability to do research, to analyze the writing that's out there, and interpret that and express that to their clients. So the people on the cutting edge of the industry are people who can write and who are writing. Finally, this is a letter, since any good 5-paragraph essay would also use sources. This is a letter from the fitness director of LifeStart, which is a athletic club in downtown Phoenix. Technically, you could get by as a personal trainer without ever having to write. That is, if you plan on being one of those trainers that make $6 per half-hour session at a box gym. However, since you're investing more in your education than a basic certification, I'm assuming that you have higher aspirations. In fact, you should have higher aspirations. Let me rewind and tell you a bit about myself. I'm the fitness director for LifeStart at the Renaissance Athletic Club. LifeStart is a corporate wellness network that educates their clients on health and wellness. Not only do I train clients in the gym, I'm the group exercise coordinator for the Phoenix area. I present wellness seminars, and I send out a monthly newsletter for all of our clubs in Phoenix. I spend a lot of time writing emails, presentations, handouts, flyers, newsletters, workouts, etc. Clients trust me not only because I am a great trainer, but because I present myself well through my writing. The ability to write clearly and proficiently makes me stand out as educated, knowledgeable, and reliable. My ability to write clearly has given me an array of career options within the training field. I don't have to settle for an hourly wage or an absurdly low commission rate on training. Furthermore, my clients are impressed by my clarity of writing in our communications and feel more confident in my abilities. Also, anyone looking to start their own business in training will have to stand out from the crowd. You may be an amazing trainer, but people do notice misspellings and other grammatical errors in advertising. These mistakes degrade your credibility, and you'll have a harder time recruiting clients. If you present yourself as a professional, people will pay you like a professional. More importantly, they'll treat you like a professional. That's from Joy Springer, Fitness Director of LifeStart at the Renaissance Athletic Club. And you will be seeing her because she also teaches classes here, so chances are you'll get a chance to meet her later on. So in conclusion, if you want to continue advancing in your career, writing is for you. It's going to be necessary. If you plan on applying for jobs in the future, writing is for you. So unless you're done getting promoted, it's a good idea to be ready to write resumes, to contact people with writing in order to let them know you're interested in a job. And if you plan on having clients, writing is for you, because you will need to communicate with them, and it's not always going to be face-to-face. And my final and most important point is that English teachers are real. We are not unicorns. And if I were a unicorn, I'd be an awesome unicorn that had a chainsaw for a horn instead of just a bone horn. Thanks for watching.